I bet, man. Let's get back into these body cam investigations and all that good stuff, man. I've been reacting to a lot of different things, but I need to get back to my bread and butter, man. Get back to my bread and butter. So this one says routine traffic stop. This is from Ewu Body Cam. You're brand new. My name is Glass. I like to react to videos such as criminal investigations. It could be YouTube drama among streamers or whatever. It could be van life stuff. It can be whatever I naturally like watching. Camping videos, whatever it is. I don't care. So you might catch it here. If you're down for that vibe, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, so just,
Do it! Just do it!
all right. We're going to get into this video real quick. Routine traffic stop finds missing 13-year-old girl. I'm not going to lie. Missing 13-year-old girl? People still kidnapping people? That's what we're doing? All right, let's see what's going on. Let's get into it.
Like just a friend, like a really close friend.
She's your girlfriend?
Because I just met her.
Hold on. Let me lower the volume a little. That's a little loud for me. And now let's get this going. Who's hiding under the blanket?
Who's hiding under the blanket? Just a friend, like a really close friend.
She's your girlfriend?
Because I just met her. That's way too soon.
How long ago did you meet her?
Wait, just a friend? A really close friend? Is this like your girlfriend? No, I just met her? That's not what you said, right? That's not what you said.
Who's hiding under the blanket? Just a friend, like a really close friend.
She's your girlfriend?
Because I just met her.
I just met her?
Huh?
What does he mean by I just met her? How is this a really close friend and you just met her? So he's lying already?
That's way too soon.
How long ago did you meet her?
About 2 days ago.
About I don't know, man. That sounds kind of sus, bro.
2021.
2 days ago, but it's a really close friend, right? But 2 days ago, y'all met.
Does that look like her? Hey, I got a question for you. Is that you?
No, sir. That's
No.
his wife.
His wife? He's got condoms in the center console.
What? He got condoms? Oh, in the center console. I mean, at the Magnum, the large size condoms. My man trying to open somebody up with that.
Lied about who she was?
Yeah. This is going to work a whole lot easier if you quit lying to me.
Oh, my boy lying, bro. My boy
For
lying.
1,400 miles from home, a young girl is found hiding under a blanket during a routine traffic stop. Behind the wheel is a 32-year-old man who
Oh, that's what he looks like? My boy looking like Malibu's most wanted, bro.
No.
claims he just met her days earlier in Las Vegas. But when police start peeling back the story, they find lies, fake names, and the culmination of a shocking multi-state investigation.
Yeah,
You said
2
she's
days ago.
19.
I did the math wrong.
I did the math wrong? They said you said she was 19?
Multi-state investigation.
Yeah,
You said
2
she's
days ago.
19.
I did the math wrong.
I did the math wrong. That's crazy.
I didn't know.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Just as the sun is coming up in Navajo County, Arizona, a sheriff's deputy notices a black SUV headed eastbound on Interstate 40 with several items hanging from the rearview mirror. When he pulls up behind the vehicle, the driver instantly takes the next exit, at which point the deputy makes the stop, only to find that the driver is not alone.
How you doing? Good. I'm Smith. I'm with the Navajo County Sheriff's Office. The reason I pulled you over, you have all those things hanging from your rearview mirror. That's an obstruction
Like obstruction of view from the roadway. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, apparently this all happened
Who's hiding under
the end of April, April 30th.
the blanket? Huh? Well, can I have you put the blanket down just so I know that there's not a gun or nothing under there?
There's nothing. It's that down.
She all right?
Yeah. You ready? Just thinking.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the car hiding?
No, just two dogs.
2 dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance? Can I have her keep this blanket down? I don't know if there's like a weapon or anything underneath there.
I promise. She's just passed out.
Nah, we can't play around with promises, bro. We need you to put that blanket down. We don't know what you got under there. If it's a weapon, we would like to know. For our safety, please.
Just passed out?
Yeah, it's just sleeping. It's early. You can start.
Okay. Can I get her ID?
She doesn't.
What's her name?
She doesn't have ID? My man is talking for her. You notice that? I know he said she's sleeping, but she just doesn't have ID. You don't want her to bring the blanket down. She doesn't have ID. You just want us to leave her alone, huh?
Daisy? Daisy what? And birthday?
Daisy Garcia Guzman. She's 17? I thought the thumbnail, wait, it says 13-year-old girl. Unless she's been missing for 4 years. I don't know. Wait, let's see what happens.
2007. Yes.
2007?
Yeah.
Daisy Garcia Guzman? Okay. All right, can I have you come on back? I'll give you a written warning.
The driver, Raul Alexis Arellano Romero,
Oh, man, 32 years old, getting wild. Damn, I got a long name, bro. Raul Alexis Arellano Romero. You gotta call him Raw for short. Raw.
is patted down and taken to sit in the deputy's front seat. But it's the identity of his female passenger that will turn this routine traffic stop into a morning of mystery.
You're not gonna lock me in here, actually.
You got a handle. How's your day going so far?
Pretty good, not too bad. A little tired, but not too bad.
Gotcha. Where you coming from?
I'm originally from Puerto Rico, actually.
Or where are you coming from?
Oh, right now?
Damn, my man representing for Puerto Rico, bro. My Boricua's at, man, y'all. Y'all condone? Y'all condone or not?
Oh, so I traveled to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on my way back home to New Mexico.
Gotcha. So you don't live in...
So he's coming back from Las Vegas. I thought whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. How you bringing this girl? Is he bringing her out of Vegas? I thought that's supposed to stay in Vegas. Isn't that the slogan? See what happens when you don't follow the rules, bro?
in Alabama anymore?
No.
I'm not saying that he should be messing with any underage girl. I'm just saying, bro, you over here messing up in all types of ways.
I don't.
That's not how you get to New Mexico.
It's, oh, well, I had to kind of
What he said?
on my way back home to New Mexico.
Gotcha. So you don't live in Alabama anymore?
No, I don't.
That's not how you get to New Mexico.
That's not how you get to New Mexico. So my man is driving the wrong direction. Listen what he says.
It's, oh, well, I had to kind of stop a little bit because it's starting to get tired. So I thought I could find somewhere here, but I guess there's nothing here. Thought that was possibly a gas station. That doesn't look like one.
Yeah, you just passed like a dozen of them, actually.
Oh, I did, for real?
Yeah.
I feel very, very weird being in your car right now, I'm not gonna lie.
What is that? Would you rather stand out in the cold?
I mean, I could have just stayed in the car. It's just kind of weird. I've never been invited into...
Consider it your first time.
Yeah.
Where's Daisy from? Alabama or New Mexico?
I'm surprised they still haven't woken her up. I'm surprised.
I think she's from New Mexico, if I remember correctly, yes.
She's your girlfriend?
No, she's not.
Who is she?
Just a friend. Like a really close friend.
Like a really close friend. Yeah.
Nothing like that.
How old is she?
19?
I thought it said 17. before.
The deputy has noticed Raul's nervousness, writing in his report that his hands were shaking as he handed over his license. He decides to dig a little deeper into Raul's story.
So she's 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, she's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You said she didn't have an ID on her.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean by that?
I don't think she has one.
You don't think she has one, or she does not have one? You said she doesn't have one. Now you're saying you don't think she has one.
I don't think she's ever gotten one yet.
You don't think she's ever got one? You know the.
Not even an ID?
Not that I know of. I mean, she hasn't shown me or talked to me about one.
Why would she need to show you or talk to you about one?
So, I really don't know.
How long ago did you meet her?
About
2 days ago, bro? You talking all of this like you known her for years. You don't think you known her for 2 years. You known her for 2 days?
2 days ago. Something like that.
Where'd you meet her at?
Vegas.
You met her in Vegas. So see, I was right. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but he broke the rules. I mean, he shouldn't be doing no freaky stuff with underage people, but or kidnapping, obviously. But see, gotta follow the rules, bro.
Just taking her home?
Nah, kinda.
Just follow rules in general, man.
Not really like that. She just said that she's never been to New Mexico. And I told her, I'm like, well, it's really flat land, so thought we'd go and see it
I
together.
thought you said she was your girlfriend.
No, he didn't. He did not say it was his girlfriend. He said she was a close friend.
I never said she was.
Okay.
See, the cop is not listening, bro. Cop is not listening, bro. This is how you mess up, bro.
Must have been a misunderstanding.
No, I know. I never said she was. I just met her. That's way too soon. Just been kind of getting to know her, I guess.
With Raul's answers not quite lining up, the deputy calls for backup.
So what are you planning on doing?
With all this time the deputy's by himself, yo, you gotta be rolling in twos, bro. I said this in plenty of my previous vids. You gotta be rolling in duos at least. Ain't no 1v1s, bro. You cannot be doing 1v1s in the real world. It's not like a video game where you can, okay, to get the better of you, all right, you get to retry next match. You gotta come correct every match, bro. That 1v1 out here in IRL, nah, you gotta be overwhelming force, overwhelming numbers. Maybe they don't have the manpower to that's hired to spread them out. Maybe they spread too thin. Well, make becoming a police officer more attractive so more men will sign up. Make it more attractive. Pay them more or something. Do something, add something to their benefits, something that will make it more attractive to be a cop.
Nothing. Just, she wanted to go to New Mexico, so she asked for a drive. That's why I think she's like a drifter or something. Or a nomad.
We got a problem with human smuggling going on.
I don't know what that means.
They have a problem with human smuggling going on. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, this is giving some of those red flags for human smuggling too. Not gonna lie.
We got a problem with human smuggling going on.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know?
What do you mean you don't know what that means? You don't know what human smuggling mean? You can't act all the way dumb. You know what they say? Go retard, but don't go full retard. Right now he's going full retard. Like, you can go retard, like they said in Tropic Thunder, but don't ever go full retard. Right now he's going full retard.
Know what human smuggling is?
English isn't my first language, so...
Bro, English been smooth as hell so far. You wouldn't be able to tell. You've been speaking the smoothest English. Yo, you was speaking the smoothest English up until this point. Now English ain't your first language, whatever. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what human smuggling is?
English isn't my first language, so...
You speak very good English.
Exactly.
I know,
You know
I know I do, but
Okay.
smuggling sounds like...
I was not born yesterday.
Yo, this guy is starting to mess up. He's starting to mess up, man.
Do you know what human smuggling, human trafficking is?
Human trafficking, yes.
Okay.
But
There's a little
human-
bit of a difference. So human smuggling would be Hiding an individual that's not from this country, bringing them across and taking them somewhere to another state.
Gotcha.
Like you met a female 2 days ago.
Yeah,
You're taking her to another state.
I gotcha. But
That sounds like human trafficking, bro. I mean, not necessarily, but those those check off boxes within human trafficking. Those two alone isn't enough, but they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't really know anything about her.
yeah, I see what you mean.
And you don't know much about her.
Do I really look like the smuggling type?
Do I really look like the smuggling type? What? Do I really look like the smuggling type? That's you asking a complete stranger. Let me see what the cop says.
Anybody can be a smuggler.
Anybody can be a smuggler.
That's valid.
We've got
He said that. He said that's valid. Yo, the dude said that's valid. That's valid.
grandmas, we got grandpas, we got.
Oh no,
everybody.
that's just crazy.
I can tell you that as soon as I get behind you, you jump off the interstate and you go to a dead end road saying that you're going to New Mexico. It doesn't help.
Oh, that's fair. Well, I mean, I'm not from here.
To get to the bottom of things, the deputy
Okay.
turns to the girl for answers.
Do you have an ID on you, Daisy? And what's your last name?
Garcia Guzman.
Okay. What are you doing?
All right, now there's a cop here. If she is not a hostage, if she's not being kidnapped or smuggled or not being held against her will, this would be the smart time to say, "Hey, officer." Now I don't know if she was sleeping this entire time because now that I think about it, when the cop first pulled up and the dude came out the car, she should have came out the car too and told the cop, "Hey, I'm not supposed to be with this guy." Now, unless they just woke her up, if they literally just woke her up, then that's different. If she was up already, then it's like, what? But maybe they just woke her up. So this will be the time that she should be like, yeah, this guy, he took me without me wanting to be here. I'm ready to leave. Like, let's see what happens.
To get to the bottom of things, the deputy turns to the girl for answers.
Do you have an ID on you, Daisy? And what's your last name?
Garcia Guzman.
Okay. What are you doing with him?
Just going to see some family.
When did
Just going to see some family. Okay, so she's with it. She's with it. She's down. She's here with him on her own free will. Like she chose to be with him. Now, obviously, if she is underage, as far as like, I mean, 17 is kind of like, I mean, it's kind of hard to say whether that's a negative, like she can't choose to be with him at 17. It's kind of hard to say. I remember when I was 17, and in a lot of states, 17, I mean, you're basically of legal age of consent in a lot of states in America. So I don't know how it is in Texas or Vegas or whatever. New Mexico or whatever. So 17, it's kind of hard to really say she's not able to say I'm a roll with him. But if this title that says 13-year-old girl, if that is true, then woof, who cares what she's saying? It don't even matter what she's saying. All right, let's see what happens.
you meet him?
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Ah, damn, he didn't hit her. He didn't hit her with the. He didn't give her the playbook. He didn't give her the playbook. A long time ago, she said.
See some family.
When did you meet him?
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Couple years ago.
Well, years ago, she said. Well, years ago. This is probably his face right now as he's hearing this. This is probably like live action video of his face behind the officer or next to the officer while he's looking at her, trying to give her signs like yo, tell him what I told him. Did you hear? Tell him what I'm telling you right now through Morse code with my blinking, what I told him. Tell him Tell him what I told him. If he overheard this years ago, he said 2 days ago. She said years ago. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let me see how this gonna play out.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
A couple years ago.
Okay.
As a K9
Cop just says, okay.
unit arrives on scene, the police gather Daisy and Raul together so the drug dog can sniff the vehicle. The deputy takes the opportunity to again ask a question he's gotten two different answers to.
How old are you, Daisy?
I'm 17.
You're 17.
You were 19.
Well, I'm 17.
2007.
With the internet.
Oh, well, man, I did the math wrong.
With that odd excuse hanging in the air, the K9 deputy comes back with news that adds yet another wrinkle to the
I mean, 17 is gonna be hard for me. I mean, for me personally, it's hard for me to be like, he messed up. I mean, 17, 19 is close if he did the math wrong, whatever. Maybe he really thought she was 19. But even if he knows she's 17, I don't know what the laws are in those states.
this traffic stop.
All right, y'all. So my canines trained to detect 4 odors, okay? Cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl.
What? What? My man just hit him with what?
All right, y'all. So my canines trained to detect 4 odors, okay? Cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl. You indicate a positive alert to the vehicle. Having said that, have you guys been in contact?
They say marijuana. He said cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, and fentanyl. He didn't say marijuana, did he?
All right, y'all. So my canines trained to detect 4 odors, okay? Cocaine, methamphetamine.
Okay, only those four. Okay, so this is a crackhead dog. And he knows, okay, so these are all the bad ones. Cocaine, methamphetamines, heroin, fentanyl. Yeah, these are all the Schedule 1 stuff right here. So, yeah, he's probably cooked.
Methamphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl. You indicate a positive alert to the vehicle. Having said that, have you guys been in contact with any of those drugs?
Like, with any, no.
No,
Maybe
like no
weed,
one.
but,
He is alert to weed, man.
okay, well, that's...
No one's smoked any meth. No,
No,
friends in
don't.
Vegas messing around with
I
anything.
don't, no, and I didn't really have anybody in the car much, so...
Okay.
Said he smoked any meth. Oh no, man. He got that look, man. He got that stare.
Canine alert to the vehicle in the state of Arizona gives us probable cause to search
You
the
gotta check the teeth, man. You gotta check the teeth. That's how you really know. You know, you gotta check the teeth. That's a good indicator right there.
vehicle, okay? So we are going to be searching the vehicle. You guys are saying we're not going to find anything? No tutors, no paraphernalia, nothing like that?
Nothing.
Okay.
As they prepare to search the car, Daisy and Raul are separated once more.
I mean, the cops could be lying. They could be lying. They might just check it. Or maybe he may have had some stuff like that in the car, but maybe in the past, but not now.
Daisy, can you come here real quick?
Maybe at most...
Can I search you real quick?
Like, weed, but nothing like crazy
Okay.
or anything like that.
You got nothing on you? I'm gonna have you sit in the front seat of my car, okay? Before anybody goes in here without me in there, I gotta put you in handcuffs, okay? Just so you don't grab any of my stuff. Just go ahead and put them behind your back.
Wait, why are you...
She's just detained right now.
Because I'm not gonna be in here to watch her. She's just gonna sit in my vehicle. I don't need anyone going through my computer and
Oh, okay.
As they begin the search, the deputies discuss the growing discrepancies in the pair's stories.
Okay.
So she's hiding under this.
Yeah.
And like I pull it up, she looks young. He says she's 19 and they met 2 days ago. She says they met a long time ago and that she's 17.
Okay.
And they met in Vegas and he's taking her home to New Mexico. Or to New
LPRs
Mexico.
have him in Idaho, and he said he only went to Vegas.
Interesting.
He's got
I mean, is this still a smuggling or human trafficking if the person is not being held against their will? I mean, right? Is human trafficking if they against their will, or they can be okay with going along with it? Is there human trafficking if they're underage and it doesn't matter if they're going along with it or not? Or it doesn't matter what age they are? Because it's like, you know what I mean? Can't be that if I'm an adult and I go in somebody's car and he take me across the state, takes me from New York to Pennsylvania, it's not human trafficking. You know what I mean? Like, how does that work? Like I feel like there's a gray area there. I don't know.
knives all over the place. I definitely CCH. She has no luggage in the car. Oh, there's the weed.
But at the moment, the deputies are more
Weed is cool, right?
interested in finding out the truth behind Daisy and Raul's situation than what they found in the SUV.
Now that you're not next to him, have you seen him use any drugs over the past couple days?
No, sir.
No. And how old are you?
17.
Okay, so did you give him a fake ID?
No, sir.
You give him a fake name and date of birth?
No, sir.
So why does the date of birth that he ran come back to someone who's 19? You don't know?
No, sir.
Okay, how long have you known him?
Multiple years.
Multiple years. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She sounds like a 13-year-old boy. Like, let alone a girl. She sounds like a 13-year-old boy. She sounds like a little tomboy, kind of.
Multiple years.
It's like a little like raspy bass in her voice. Like if he didn't say this was a girl, I would have thought it's like a little like anywhere from 10 to 13-year-old boy.
Okay. And how old is he? Not sure. Do you know his full name?
Raul Alexis Ariana.
Okay. Is that your boyfriend or no, just a friend?
We're kind of like family.
Okay.
We're kind of like family. You said you known him for years. He said he known you for about 2 days.
I'm gonna ask you a personal question. It's up to you if you want to answer. Have you guys had any kind of sexual contact or that? No? Okay.
The cops note that a fake tattoo on Daisy's neck is wearing off, giving them more reason to suspect that she might be younger than she's letting on. Meanwhile, the other deputy turns up the heat on Raul.
Can you relay exactly what happened this weekend
What do you mean?
with her and your travel plans and everything like that?
Why?
Because it's not adding up. I've talked to her, talked to you, I'm getting two different stories. I just want to figure out what actually happened so that we can go on from there.
Okay, what did she say?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, I mean, I feel weird answering. I just told you I told you what happened.
So you met her 2 days ago.
Yes.
You went to Vegas. You met her 2 days ago.
Yes. Well, yes.
You said
2
she's
days ago.
19. She's 17.
I did the math wrong. I didn't know.
And what are your plans with her? Because it
Nothing.
doesn't make sense that you're going to take her to New Mexico, but you're not going to take her home.
I travel. No, I am taking her back. I travel a lot. So I just going to New Mexico for a little bit. I'm going to see my mom. My dog just died. One of my dogs just died. Or my mom's dog just
Well, what are you going to do with her? You said you're not taking her to your mom.
died. Not like to stay. Not like that. No. She's going to get a hotel, I'm guessing. I really don't know.
With what money?
I didn't really think about that, to be honest. I guess with mine. Anyways, at this point,
I guess with mine? I don't know. I don't think I guess with mine would have been a good answer for that. I think you would have probably been better off saying, I don't know. I think maybe she, like, I don't know. I didn't really ask her that. I figured she had that all figured out already. I would probably put that on her. Like, I don't know. I guess with mine sounds kind of like you just coming up with anything now.
I feel like I need a lawyer because I'm feeling a little harassed. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not being harassed. You're detained
I know,
at this
but
point, okay? You're going to go in the back of one of these cars.
seems a little sketchy. So I'm
No.
saying
You'll be fine.
started off with
You'll be fine.
Sure. I'm not from here. I don't know how this place works, and I know some places.
I can tell you that if you're taking a 17-year-old girl across state lines and you don't know any of that information, you go to Vegas, you pick her up, everything that I've seen so far, obviously you're detained, okay?
The deputy will soon discover the truth behind Daisy's identity, but it will take
She's a 17-year-old girl across state lines. Now, what if the state lines that he's crossing, each state, the legal age of consent is 17? Maybe it has nothing to do with sex. Like, maybe it has nothing to do with, like, sexual consent. Maybe it's just, if you're not an adult, taking someone across state lines that you don't know is an issue. That you can't prove that you know personally is an issue. Maybe if she was 18, it wouldn't matter. It must be just the age. Maybe because she's just not 18. Maybe that's the issue.
some work to get past what he believes is possibly Raul's coaching.
All right, easy. So I've got a bunch of questions because this isn't really making sense to me. Okay? Are you from California?
No, sir.
Where are you from?
Like where I was born.
Like where are you living right now?
What's it called? I forgot what it's called.
You forgot where it's called, where you live right now? Unless you just moved there.
Like where are you living right now?
What's it called? I forgot what it's called.
Just be honest with me, please, because we will figure out everything, okay?
Like,
Just please be honest with me so that it's not any more confusing than it needs to be. Can I get your real name? We're gonna get a fingerprint scanner here. We're gonna get a fingerprint scanner here.
do I have to do it?
What?
Do I have to do it?
Oh, when the cop says what, it's like he's trying to ask for more time to answer this, to come up with a way to possibly answer this that would make them feel like they should do it. Because maybe this kid might be smart. Maybe the kid doesn't have to do it. If the kid doesn't want to do it, he probably doesn't have to do it. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna get your identity. Okay.
He said, "Yeah, we're gonna get your identity." Okay. Um. That wasn't that clean of an answer. Yeah, we're gonna get your identity. Okay. He didn't say, "Yeah, you have to do it." So I would probably still refuse later on, uh, or ask again to get a clearer answer.
So I'm gonna need your full name.
He went back to closing. He rebutted that like real shaky rebuttal, and then he went back to closing, bro. If you did sales in your life, you know what I'm talking about. He rebutted that and then ABC'd that.
Here's the thing, Daisy, or whatever your name is. You're not in trouble right now. We are the police. We're here to help you. We're not here to get him in trouble. But you're 17 years old. I cannot let you go with him from here on. Okay? So we need to figure out who you are and where we can help you go. What's your name?
Daisy.
No. Tell me your real name.
Daisy.
Okay, how do you spell it? Here's the thing. If you lie about your name, you're going to jail. And we will figure it out. We've got facial recognition and the fingerprint scanner. Okay. So I'm going to give you, this is your last chance to give me a truthful identification. You're going to have to give me a true name and a date of birth, otherwise you go to jail. Okay?
Uh-oh, here comes the tears. He said this is your last chance. W intimidation?
At last, the girl admits to the deputy that she's not a 17-year-old nomad, but rather a 13-year-old from the opposite side of the country.
Opposite side, like the East Coast? What do you mean?
You can cancel the facial rec and fingerprint scanner. Located the 101.
He probably not even talking to nobody. He probably just faking his little mic. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can cancel it now. Don't worry about it. We got the truth. He probably didn't even call anybody. Located the 101. The 101, that's code for like what? Missing child or something?
And she's a missing juvenile out of Alabama.
Alabama.
Daisy's real name turns out to be Dayetsi Pizarro, listed as missing.
Hey, that's close enough. Dayetsi? That sounds like Daisy with an accent. Daisy. Dayetsi. Daisy. Jetsi. Pizarro. Pizarro. What is that? Is that like Italian or something? What's Pizarro?
On a bulletin from the Marshall County, Alabama Sheriff's Office.
That's how she look? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she got that tomboyish kind of look about her, bro. You know what I mean? Looking like Jay Senko over here.
Office on April 19th, 11 days earlier. It's far from the last twist in
Oh, is that her dog too?
this rapidly intensifying case.
What grade are you in?
8.
How long ago did you run away?
Like a week ago.
She ran away, bro. That's wild. A week ago?
And what are you doing with him?
Huh?
What are you doing with him?
I'm just traveling.
The alert out of Alabama about Dayetzi also lists a person of interest, none other than 32-year-old Raul.
Let me see what it says. The Yetzi Carrasquillo, maybe Pizarro is just regular Spanish. Hispanic female, black hair, brown eyes, last seen there, black, blah, 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 in Albertville with her dog, a chocolate color American bully. I think that's the same dog that he was walking. It looked like the same dog, right? This was on April 19th. So the day that she got caught up talking to the cop was the 25th. So it's been like almost a week. Um, and then let's see over here. You got person of interest, Raul, Alexis. Okay, this is this guy that we just saw. 32, Hispanic, brown hair, brown eyes, 5'8", 135 pounds. That's a slim guy. He's not eating right, man. Subject has ties to Huntsville, Alabama. That's what AL is, right? Alabama. Unknown vehicle. Okay.
Raul Alexis Arellano Romero.
Right now, you're detained because you lied about who she was. Okay?
I lied about who she was?
Yeah. You've known her longer than 2 days. You've been traveling with her for longer than that. You lived in Alabama, right?
Yes.
Okay. When did you leave Alabama?
Wow, a while ago.
How long is a while ago, man?
Like a while.
Like years?
Months.
Months?
Like months. Like we're talking about maybe 8 months.
Okay.
Almost a year.
2021.
Does that look like her?
I don't know.
Huh?
Hey, I got a question for you. Is that you?
No, sir. That's
No.
his wife.
His wife?
Yeah.
Okay. It's his wife. So has she been with you ever since you left Alabama?
No?
Okay, so when did you pick her up?
Like 2 or 3 days ago.
I know, see, dude, this is gonna work a whole lot easier if you quit lying to me, okay? I know you're lying to me, bro. We already know that you've been with her for longer than 2 days. So are you gonna tell me how long you've been with her?
Wait, what makes you think that you know that
Here,
I've been with...
Oh, I see the teeth. I see the teeth. Uh-oh. I see it. Oh, I see the teeth, man. I think I see the meth grill. You got the meth grill right there. I see it. I see the teeth, man. I see it. I see them chompers. See all that space in there. Looking like bars, bro. Looking like prison bars, bro. My man got the SpongeBob. A couple. Like them teeth don't want to be friends, bro. Why can't we be friends?
I'm done with talking with you. Sit in that car. I've already talked to her. I got all the information that I need.
But when the deputies get on the phone with authorities in Alabama, they learn that there's still much more to uncover in this disturbing case.
Okay.
It looks like it says she left around like in the morning while the family was asleep. It looks like it was from 7/28/2024.
Exhaust tunnel?
And she was reported missing.
Wait, 7/28/2024? This was last year. This kid been missing since last year, July? So almost a year? It's been like what, 10 months or so? Like 9 months roughly? He been taking care of this kid for that long? And why? If there's nothing sexual going on, then why? And that's just to say if there is nothing sexual going on.
Turns out that this is actually the second time Raul has been accused of taking the girl on an unauthorized road trip, and the deputy gets on the phone with authorities in Massachusetts to learn more about a pending case from last year.
So we had a kidnapping case here in Massachusetts back in, I believe it was in July. He drove all the way over here.
Yeah.
And picked this child up who was here. She was here on vacation with her mom, her biological mom.
Uh-huh.
He came here and picked her up and took her out of state lines. We were able, with help with the state police, we were able to find them out in like Virginia somewhere, and he was arrested. He was in prison for some time.
He went to prison for kidnapping somebody?
We were able with help with the state police, we were able to find him out in like Virginia somewhere, and he was arrested. He was in prison for some time.
So this is not his first rodeo. He kidnapped somebody. They found him out in West Virginia or whatever, and he did some time for it.
His case.
And he came back out here, catch and release. Came back out here and wound up doing the same thing, but he went to Alabama. My man said, "Yo, you know what? Let me go hop on a different server, bro. This server right here, my ping is too high. Let me go to our new server, man. Maybe I have a better results over there, man."
Is actually coming up soon. I was just on the phone with the DA. I was not aware that she was on the run again with him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys found her. Thank you guys.
Wait, the run with him. Wait, that's not the same person, is it?
Is actually coming up and he was arrested. He was in prison for some time. His case is actually coming up soon. I was just on the phone with the DA. I was not aware that she was on the run again with him.
But she was on the run again with him? This ain't like the girl that he's with right now. Are you saying that he grabbed her before? And he came out of jail and got her again? Is that what she's saying, or is she misunderstanding this?
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys found her. Thank you guys. Well, I'll be in touch. Give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna be in touch with her parents as well as the DA's office here, and I'll call you guys back.
Raul is transported to the Navajo County Sheriff's Office for questioning, while Dayetzi is taken to the Family Advocacy Center in Sholo to be given a forensic interview.
I know it may seem like it, but you're still not in trouble, okay? We're not charging you with anything.
I mean, well, she's young. I mean, what are you going to charge her with? The only person that's in trouble is the adult.
They're probably going to have to arrange for a way to get you back home, and I don't know what your relationship is with your parents, but maybe get you in contact with them, if that's what you want.
In her interview, Dayetzi...
That's what she want. What else? What else are you going to do? She wanted to stay with homie. I mean, you gotta contact her parents. Whoever's a legal guardian, you have to do that.
She says she met Raul 2 years ago through her older brother. They began communicating through online games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, where she told him that she wanted to take a trip to Vegas. He picked her up outside her house, and they stayed the night in Tennessee and Montana before finally arriving at a hotel in Henderson, Nevada. She insists that they slept in separate beds and had no intimate contact, and while some items of interest were found in Raul's vehicle...
He's detained right now.
He had a bunch of condoms on him. She met him through playing Fortnite and what was the other game? Was it Call of Duty or something?
Fortnite and Call of Duty.
And Call of Duty? This is what y'all doing on Fortnite and Call of Duty? Assuming that she didn't lie about her age while playing those games, you spoke to her. Somehow Vegas came up. She said, "Oh, I would love to go to Vegas." And you insisted that you'll take her. And she was so excited that she gave you her address for you to come pick her up. That's wild, bro.
Where she told him that she wanted to take a trip to Vegas. He picked her up outside her house, and they stayed the night in Tennessee and Montana before finally arriving at a hotel in Henderson, Nevada. She insists that they slept in separate beds and had no intimate contact, and while some items of interest were found in Raul's vehicle...
He's detained right now because he's in the prison. He's got condoms in the center console.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Condoms in the center console. That's mean the condoms is right there between you and her. And he had a stack earlier. He had a stack. I don't know if it was a fresh box. I don't know. I didn't count how many. I think it was like a 12. Like one of those boxes that have like 12 in them. You got to count those. But then again, you know, he could have used it on somebody else. But I'm just saying, it doesn't look good, bro. It doesn't look good.
He's talking to her still.
No charges regarding a physical relationship have been filed. Meanwhile, at the sheriff's office, Raul is less than cooperative with the detectives.
We've been talking to Dave. We've been getting all the information she has.
Bro, we already know her name. It's Dayetzi or whatever. We already got that. You don't got to bleep it out.
So we talked to her, and now we want your side of the story. I want to hear from you, right? What's going on? So, can you start where at the beginning?
Honestly, I have nothing to say.
That's the best thing he said this entire video. For his sake, that's the best thing he said this entire video. Just ask for a lawyer. You're not gonna say anything that's gonna make the situation any better for you. The best thing he could do now is ask for a lawyer.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly that. The straightforward meaning of nothing to say.
No. Yo, son. Bro, that was what? Yeah, I can't even get mad at him for saying that, bro. Like, what do you mean by that, bro? I can't say it any clearer than that. I have nothing to say, bro. Like, he's already cooked, right? He's already cooked. There's nothing he could say really to get him out of this situation. He's been caught in this situation before in the past. Like, anything he say, they're not even gonna believe him because it looks like what it is. It looks like what he's done in the past. It looks like what he got in trouble for in the past. So, what are you gonna say that's gonna make them believe you?
I don't feel comfortable enough talking to you guys, especially after all of this. This was just a stop because I had stuff hanging on my mirror, like, you know, the mirror to look in the back. And then it went for, all of a sudden it turned into like they were checking to see if my car had drugs, and it got completely blown out of proportion. So I don't feel confident enough with any of you guys, to be honest.
With Raul unwilling to talk, the detective reveals what comes next.
I don't know if they told you there, but there was a warrant for your arrest for kidnapping, nationwide extradition. So you will be booked into the Navajo County Jail that you went to earlier for that warrant, okay?
Raul Alexis Arellano Romero was transported back to Alabama the next day, where he was charged with interference with custody. Arellano Romero's case remains open and ongoing. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us...
Yeah, bro, we don't need people like that in here, man. Get rid of people like that. Keep them out of here, man. Keep them off the streets, man. We don't need people like that, man. You out here picking up people's kids, 13 years old, and you're taking them across the country. Like, you got money to drive all the way to pick a kid up, all that gas money and toll money, because you're paying for tolls, and hotel money. So you got a job? So, and then he said he has a wife, apparently. Is that true? The picture of the wife? I don't know, bro. I don't know what to believe. But what I do know is...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's it, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new on YouTube.
Do it! Just do it!
Catch you on the next video.